Have you ever noticed that every time your income increases, your financial stress doesn't really decrease? You get a raise, you feel relief, maybe and pride, and then, slowly, almost invisibly, your expenses rise to meet it. Not dramatically, not irresponsibly, just quietly. Let's look at a realistic scenario. You're 28, you live in Chicago, or Manchester, or Berlin. You earn $75,000 a year in the US or 55,000 euros in Europe. After taxes, health insurance, and deductions, that's roughly, in the US, about $4,400 per month take-home. In Europe, maybe 3,000 euros per month after tax, depending on the country. Now, the normal, respectable life begins. Rent for a decent apartment, $1,600 in a US city, 1,200 euros in a European capital. Car payment or lease, $400. Insurance and fuel, $250. Student loans, $350. Groceries, $500. Phone, subscriptions, utilities, $300. A couple of dinners out, weekend trips, clothing, gifts, gym membership, streaming services. By the end of the month, you're left with maybe $400 to $600. And this doesn't feel excessive. You're not reckless. You're not buying luxury watches. You're not flying business class. You're just living, slightly better than you did 2 years ago. That's lifestyle inflation. It's not about extravagance. It's about upgrading everything just enough to absorb your raise. 2 years ago, you were earning $55,000. You lived with roommates. You drove a used car. You cooked at home more often. Then your salary jumped by $20,000. But instead of investing that extra $1,200 per month, you moved into your own place, upgraded your car, started saying yes to more things. And now your savings rate is almost the same. Here's the math most people never calculate. Let's say that extra $1,000 per month could have been invested in a simple index fund earning 7% annually. $1,000 per month for 30 years, it's 7%, becomes roughly $1.2 million. Not through genius investing, not through crypto, not through stock picking, just through consistency. But instead, that $1,000 disappears into a slightly nicer apartment, a newer car model, more frequent travel, higher monthly fixed costs. It doesn't feel dangerous because nothing collapses immediately. That's what makes it powerful. Lifestyle inflation is silent. There's another layer to this, psychology. When your income increases, your brain recalibrates your identity. You're no longer someone making $55,000. You're now someone making $75,000. And people at that income level don't drive that old car. They don't live in that neighborhood. They say no to weekend trips. So your spending becomes less about need and more about alignment with your new self-image. This isn't stupidity. It's social conditioning. In the US, success is visible. In Europe, stability and comfort are visible. In both cultures, your lifestyle becomes a signal, and slowly your fixed expenses grow. Fixed expenses are the real trap. A one-time purchase doesn't destroy wealth, but a $400 monthly car payment for 5 years is $24,000. Add insurance and maintenance, and it's closer to $35,000. If that same money were invested at 7% for 25 years, it would grow to around $190,000. The difference isn't in what you buy, it's in what you permanently commit to. When your fixed costs rise, your freedom shrinks. You can't easily quit a job. You can't take a career risk. You can't reduce hours because your monthly survival number is too high. This is the part no one talks about. Lifestyle inflation doesn't just steal money, it steals optionality. Now let's zoom out. Imagine two people earning $80,000. Person A upgrades their lifestyle every time income rises. Person B keeps their lifestyle stable for 5 extra years. Person B's savings rate jumps from 10% to 30%. After a decade, Person B has significantly more invested capital, not because they earned more, but because they delayed upgrading. Financially intelligent people don't avoid lifestyle improvements forever. They just introduce friction before committing to higher fixed costs.
They ask, if my income dropped by 20%, could I maintain this? They understand that income growth is not permanent. Industries change, companies restructure, health changes. So instead of celebrating raises with permanent expenses, they celebrate with temporary upgrades. A trip instead of a car lease, a one-time purchase instead of a subscription, an experience instead of a fixed monthly payment. It's not about deprivation. It's about understanding that every recurring dollar today is many dollars lost tomorrow. And here's the subtle truth. Most middle-class earners don't fail because they don't make enough. They fail because their spending grows at the same pace as their income. They stay financially fragile at every level. The quiet danger isn't poverty. It's being comfortably trapped. So the next time your salary increases, don't ask, what can I upgrade? Ask, what can I leave unchanged for just a little longer? That gap between income growth and lifestyle growth, that's where wealth quietly forms. No dramatic moves, no extreme sacrifice, just awareness. If this perspective helped you see your finances more clearly, consider subscribing for more calm, rational discussions like this.